Hello again. So this is YouTube video number 3. I'm currently on my lunch break and I decided to try this one out where I'm not at home and I'm outside. So we're gonna see how this one goes. So normally on my lunch breaks what I do is I go walking, as you can see, and that is in an effort to try and get 10k steps a day. So yeah, this is kind of a normal daily ritual for me. I think it also has a lot of other benefits like mental health, stuff like that. But I'm not really sure how this is going to go with background noise and all that jazz. Today, I think my idea for the video really is I want to talk about passion, right? Because I think passion is something that has been really thrown around in my life. Ex-lovers have told me I'm a very passionate person. Ex-friends have told me I'm a very passionate person. And I think the passion is derived partially from them. And I think the passion is for sure amplified with them because, passion increases when you find other people who are also passionate about the same things, right? Which makes sense. I think that's very logical thinking. And I think I've entered a new stage in life where I'm learning to be passionate about things by myself and finding new passions as I grow older and do all these things, right? So I think just going over some things that I am passionate about really are, I would say, I'm passionate about being happy, living, loving, being with others, being a good friend, being a good boyfriend. I would call these passions like idea passions, right? These are not non-perishable things that I can touch. These are not physical things that I can say. But I'd say, so the idea passions that I really, really, really like are just I'm passionate about being a good person, right? Passionate about being a good lover, being a good dad at some point, being a good son, being a good brother, just being happy. I think that's a big passion of mine, right? Previous person I was very fond of always used to tell me in every letter she wrote, always do what makes you happy. So I think that's something I'm very passionate about, right? Because life's too short to not do things that make you happy, and life's too short to, as we've talked about previously, dwell on things that make you unhappy. Because in reality, none of us make it out, right? And I think, for an example of a non-idea passion, really is love. And I think for me, love these days has kind of turned into a metaphorical yearning, in a sense. Because as I've previously highlighted in the last videos, I don't have a lot of people to share the love with, right? I'm no longer dating someone. I wouldn't say I have many friends, if any at all. So love has definitely turned into a yearning sense, right? Maybe it's more towards love of myself. But I think if you ask some people, they would say I love myself too much in an egoish sense. I try to stay away from that, obviously, but, it always creeps in there. But an example of this idea is, missing people. I think that's what verifies love is real, right? Missing a person. And I think, in a traditional sense, when we miss others, we would exclaim it out to the world, right? Gosh, I miss this person so much. I miss my ex. I miss my friends. I miss my parents. It's an exclamation thing. But I think for me, missing people, and definitely in my case, missing people who are no longer there, right? And I feel like I probably could not tell. I try to relate it to things that I see. So, for example, it's something that I probably should never talk about, and it's something that I should never highlight, as it does not help in the process of healing, but it's still something very real that I acknowledge, right? So when I miss the person I was with in college, and I would not say I miss her every day anymore. At some point I definitely missed her every day, every moment, but I mean, time has passed. I recognize, she's with somebody else and she's not coming back, but I'm not going to avoid the emotion of missing her, right? So sometimes I miss her on these walks, right? Because we used to walk a lot. And what I would talk about, or I guess what I would relate to of this missing, is a particular house when I walk. I walk by the same house every day. I won't show the house, obviously, for, privacy reasons. But I walk by the same house every day. And this house has a lovely dog, the same dog that she used to have, in fact. This house has a lovely garden. They have a screened-in porch with many flowers, a rocking chair. They have these beautiful stone pillars right outside their house. They have a beautiful patio with tables and chairs. Just all the things that I would associate love with, right? I can just tell that there's something about this house where there's always joy in this home. And I think when I miss her and I miss my friends, that's the thing I think of. I don't think of the person anymore. I think of that house. Because when I look at that house, I think there's so much passion in that home. It's such a loving home. And I know this is an assumption because I don't actually know these people and I don't know this home and I don't know the stories that are with it, but there's something about it that just makes me feel like, finding the one is possible, missing people is okay, because love always prevails. There was a quote that I was written, a letter, someone wrote a letter to me, someone dear to my heart, and in it they said, life sucks, but love makes it bearable. And I think this house reminds me of that, right? No matter the turmoil, no matter the bad parts of life, you come to this place and you just feel at home. And I think that's another idea, passion that I kind of have, is just creating a place where everyone can feel at home and everyone can feel loved. And no one's questioned about, does this person like me? Does this person love me? Because that's a harsh reality of life, and no one really wants to feel that. And I think moving into other things that I'm passionate about that are physical things, I would say I'm passionate about weightlifting and running especially, as I'm training for this marathon. I think those are really big passions for me. And the reason I would label these as physical passions is because they're things that you do, right? They're not ideas. Like, love is an idea. Being happy is an idea. So I think the physical passions are equally as important as the idea passions. I think some other things too that I found are, I'm passionate about tennis. I just got a new tennis racket. I would say I'm passionate about eating healthy, being healthy, just being stronger every day. And that's more of an idea passion, but I still think that's more of a physical thing, because to get stronger, you have to do things that make you a stronger person, emotionally, mentally, physically. Sort of that psychosocial model. I'm trying to fulfill all of those needs. I think another thing that I'm very passionate about, and this might be a little weird, but I'm passionate about passions of others, right? For some reason, for me, passion, and maybe this is a universal feeling, but passion is just so beautiful when it's in others. It's so beautiful. When someone's passionate about something, you can see it exude out of them. And I think when you can see this passion exude out of people, almost like I don't even know what you describe it. It's like the passion for something, whatever it is, whether it's service or an idea like loving people, or a physical passion like running or soccer or whatever, volleyball, doesn't matter what it is. I think seeing this just pour out of someone is the most unique, beautiful experience that I've ever gotten to experience, and I think that there is to experience again. Just for me, I want to know exactly what you're passionate about, because it's so beautiful, you know. I think in the next partner, something that I really want to find is this passion, right? You know, because I think people tend to not do anything, right? I mean, have you ever met someone who just doesn't really do anything? They kind of just go about their day, never really tried anything, never really have some sort of passion, right? For me, it's like, tell me what you're passionate about. You're passionate about art? Let's go painting. I'll do a paint workshop with you. You're passionate about running. Let's go running. Maybe you're passionate about something that I have no idea how to do, and I have no means of learning it, right? Maybe you're passionate about acting or passionate about dancing or whatever. It doesn't matter. Because if you're passionate about it, I'm passionate about it. That's what makes a good partner, right? So if you're passionate about dancing, I'll go watch you dance. You know, if you're passionate about acting, I'm not gonna act in your play, but I'll sure as hell watch you. So I think just those things are really important to me, and I just think passion is one of the most raw human experiences that you could ever have. And I would say if you're not passionate about something and your passions aren't changing, you're not doing enough, right? You're not pushing the needle. So I want to challenge myself to pursue my passions more, which I think I do a pretty good job of, but pursue them more and just, you know, pursue others' passions more as well. I think that's very important. And I think in doing this, I'll just become a better person. And hopefully I have the privilege of discovering a partner's passions in 2025. As I've highlighted, that's definitely a goal of mine, and I think it's definitely possible. So yeah, I know I said I wouldn't make another video till the new year, but I figured I would do this and see how it goes. And hopefully this is not insanely scuffed. I kind of figured out how to edit videos, but since this is obviously multiple videos I'm gonna have to put together, I'm not sure if I can do that, but we shall see. Today is Monday, December 30th. It is almost the new year. And yeah, I just think passion is insanely important to me. And hopefully I can continue being passionate and continue sharing my passions with the world. And hopefully the world will share its passions back with me. Yeah, the new year's coming. I'm not sure what I want to do. This is kind of a weird new year, as for the last at least 4 years, 21, 22, 23, 24, I was dating someone, the same person, and I always spent it with her. But seeing it that we are no longer together, I have no plans. And as depressing as that sounds, I would say it's also kind of beautiful, because I have no plans and nothing to do, which means I have everything to do. So yes, I will for sure try to edit this, and hopefully the audio is good, and I will see you in the new year.